Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for Detroit, Framber Valdez. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can be almost as good as that on the road.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Ground ball right side. Torkelson tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One out in the top of the first. And here now the lineup for the Royals. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Salvador Perez.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
The Royals could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Baez fires over to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. Two gone.
Batting third, the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Two outs, base is empty. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Here's a 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying onto the bullpen roof and gone. See ya. It's his 8th home run of the year, and the Royals take the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the finale of this 4-game set. Foul tip into the mix, struck him out. Royals strike first on this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the first. Our starter in this one, Chris Bubich. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 1 down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Javier Baez.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Here comes Torque to the plate.
Ball, that's out.
And there's a foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Thomas settles underneath it. That is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the second here at Comerica. The Royals are on top 1-0. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back at Comerica Park, new inning getting started. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here's the 2-2. Oh, that one almost gets him again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The right fielder,
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Starling Marte. And there's a base hit to left. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Next to hit, Nick Luck, right side. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Jonathan India at the plate. Nice grab. Goes to second with it, and very nicely done for the out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Royals 3 and the Tigers nothing. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keeping the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
The 1-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jemai Jones.
Here's Jemai Jones. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Oh, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it and hit it hard at the distance, but just too much hook to it. So you might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith. Two down, nobody on. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 46.
Perez up now for the Tigers. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. Base knock right field. So that's two straight two-out hits.
Batting eighth, the shortstop,
Javi Baez digs in right side. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played two full. It's the Royals 3 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. It's a leadoff double to start the third. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lane Thomas steps in for the Royals. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. This one in the air center field. Perez on the move and makes the grab. Runner tags at second and he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman, number 9, Vinny.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. The 1-1. Bounce to third. Jones fires to first on the run. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Up next to the Royals, the left fielder, number 1.
Wow, Singy's StatCast tells us he fired an absolute bullet to first, and it needed to be a bullet.
Yeah, 87 miles per hour on a line, Boog, and that's some heat from across the diamond. Really close play at first, but the ball just beat him to the bag.
Now the left fielder, Isaac Collins. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if you're... Oh, nice stop on a slide. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play. We head down to the home half, inning number 3. It's the Royals 4 and the Tigers nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here in Detroit, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground right side. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. Stayed with the fastball on all 3 pitches to put him away.
Yeah, just straight attacked him. And those locations of the fastball, it's what really stood out to me, Boog. Started him inside, really good location. Then he went away for strike 2, going kind of east-west, and then finishes him off up in the zone with some good velocity. That's just great execution.
Garcia. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. They're down 4-0. Back at Comerica Park. Start of the 4th, Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Check swing. He went. And the count 1-2. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Starling Marte up to hit. Makes the grab, run down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Garcia over at first with 1 away. Ground ball right side. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Throw into 3rd, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Up next to the Royals.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching
New pitcher for the Tigers, number 75.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Runners in the corners here, 1 away. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Two on, 1 out. Base hit and a run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Back to the top of the order, Jonathan India, the next to hit. On a line, and this one looks like trouble. The run scores from second. It's 6-0. Green hurries it back in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well done, drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. To third, but it kicks foul. Singy, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. On the ground to the left, Jones slings to first in time.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Here comes Lane Thomas. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right field, Carpenter under it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Royals 6 and the Tigers nothing. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Thanks for tuning in. Sweet morning, Singy. Sweet morning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Late with the swing there.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Tiger, the left fielder, number 31, Riley.
Here's Riley Green. The 1-1. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Perez on to first, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Jahmai Jones. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. In the air to left center, Collins settles under it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here in Detroit, we go to the top of the 5th. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals.
Pasquantino.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So man aboard, and next up for the Royals, Isaac Collins. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. As a run scores on the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Man at second. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 8-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Makes a nice running catch. One away.
Up next to the board, the second baseman, Nick Lofton.
One out man at first. And to the plate for Kansas City, Nick Lofton. The 2-1. Foul ball. Out towards right center field. Carpenter on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next to the Royals, the catcher, number 13, Salvador.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Number 75 gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Tyler Holt gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's a 1-1. That one missed. On the ground to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out of the inning. Is over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Royals 8 and the Tigers nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Now batting.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And next up for the Tigers, Perez. Swings through that one for strike 2.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
For the Tigers, the shortstop, Javier.
So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Javier Baez now at the plate. First signs of movement in that bullpen out there. Steven Cruz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kay warming up as well. Laser to the gap should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. One out, runner at second. Kerry Carpenter digs in now.
Ball to strike. The pitch. That one fouled off.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swings and misses. Strikeout number 8.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
This one in the air right field. And that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Royals 8, and the Tigers 1. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming. I watched how you turn back on me and leave me to lose. Remember the text, how you said that you do. Said that you never leave. We would fight till it's due. But as it went on, I was fighting for you. Since the text turned green, why the it ain't blue? Guess you done and I get it. Said you staying, you wanted my...
Jonathan India will hit next.
The designated hitter, Jonathan India.
Backed off the plate that time. Ball 3.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 3-2 on the way. And a payoff pitch. The other way. That's a hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Grounder might be 2. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play.
Cut on, popped up, right side. Torres. And there's one down.
Up next to the Royals, the first baseman, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Foul ball there. Oh. And misses. It's a strikeout. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. 2 on, 2 outs. That's off the mark and a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Out to short, Baez. Tosses to first, and that ends the inning. Royals strand a pair, and it remains an 8-1 game. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Cruz. He last pitched 2 days ago. Leading off, Spencer Torkelson. That one ripped, but foul. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. He goes down looking. Torkelson wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Popped in the air, left field. Collins drifts towards it. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So digging in, Riley Green. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Comes a 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next one misses. Ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His 21st of the year, and they cut into the deficit. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts, finally squared one up. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Steven Cruz won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Pitching change here, Stephen Payne.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
So 2 down, and next to hit for Detroit, Jahmai Jones. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. It's now 8-2. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back at Comerica Park, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next to the Royals, the right fielder,
Starling Marte steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Garcia gets his lead at first with nobody out. And down on strikes. And 1 out now. Nick Lofton getting ready to hit.
The second baseman, Nick Lofton.
Got him swinging.
Oh, interesting. And he's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's a 1-1. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Royals lead one. They lead at 8-2. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the seventh. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. And a 1-1. That clips the corner. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Nick Mears getting ready to go. On a bounce right side. Throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Perez. One now. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Up next for the Tigers.
So a man at first. So here's Baez now. Ball to strike. On the ground. Witt. One at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Eighth inning coming up. Royals 8, Tigers 2. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back at Comerica Park. We're at the top of the 8th. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Tyler on the mound now, Troy Melton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Number 7.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Melton, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. Struck him out swinging. Coming out of the bullpen for Phoenix.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on. Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Royals 8, Tigers 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Digging in, number 30.
Right fielder, Gary Carpenter.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Thomas flying after this one. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So back to the top of the order. Here is Gleyber Torres. Man at second. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Ripped on a line to center. And there's one down.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Spencer.
So now with one away and a man at second, Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. Hard liner. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, number 13, Dylan.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Dylan Dingler. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air right field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In to score from third. And it's 8-3.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
Riley Green digs in now. This one in the air center field. Thomas drops steps, heads back on it. Stretches out and hauls it in. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 8-3. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
That's all you need. Can't sleep, but I dream. It's a must. You see, eyes wide open.
Right side, hard hit. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Royals, the left fielder, number 1.
Now it's going to be Isaac Collins. Pulls that one foul. 1-2 now. Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Struck him out without a swing. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. KC down in order, but they lead at 8-3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, Nick Mears.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Jahmai Jones getting ready to hit. And that is cut on and missed. Now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Marte on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter.
And next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith. That one ripped left field, going back on this one, and brings it in at the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
This could end it. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. That'll do it. And the Royals avoid the sweep. They take the finale of this 4-game series.
It's rare, but there are times when you are playing not to lose, and this is one of those times. They did not want to be swept in this series, and although it doesn't look good on paper, at the end of the year, that's one less loss that they have and could make a huge difference down the line.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.